Broadcasting from Manhattan Beach and the World Wide Web, you're listening to CHSR, HealthyLife.net.
As a service to our listeners, this program is for general information and entertainment purposes only. CHSR, HealthyLife.net does not recommend, endorse, or object to the views, products, or topics expressed or discussed by show hosts or their guests. We suggest you always consult with your own personal, medical, financial, or legal advisor.
They don't need me, but I sure want them. They don't want me, so I don't need them anyway.
Welcome to Epicurean Exploring. I'm Risa Feldman, your host, and as I start every show, I try and explain what Epicurean Exploring means, at least to me. And when I started this show, I love to dine out, I love to travel, and I realized that we're all creatures of habit. We all go to the same restaurants, order the same dish, we all travel to the same beaches, at least most of the time, or the same ski slope. And I really felt that I wanted to inspire my listeners to go outside of their comfort zone, try a new restaurant, get a new dish, go someplace you've never been. There's no way to expand what your tastes are in life if you don't try new things. And so this show is really to bring about some inspiration for going outside of your comfort zone. And one of the things that I've recently done that has gone out of my comfort zone and my husband's comfort zone is we sold our home in September, and we decided not to buy a new home. And because we both work remote, we're just going to travel for the next maybe 8 months to a year while we decide where we want to buy next. So from Orange County, California, we really put everything in storage. We packed up my SUV with what we would need for all different weather. He's very minimal in what he packs. But, I try to bring enough shoes and clothes for warm weather, cold weather. But the one thing we did was, of course, we would never leave our lab behind. We have a 13-year-old lab, Flynn, who is absolutely wonderful, of course, and we adore him. And, we knew it was going to be a little tough traveling with him on the road. He's never been a social dog. He's been in the house his whole life at age 13. Obviously a little bit walks here and there, but he has not gone to dog parks. He's very protective of myself and and my husband. And even though he's a lab, and labs are always, those easygoing breeds for the most part, he can get really tough when he sees other dogs approaching us. We knew this was going to be a situation with, having him in the car. He's not used to long drives. He's not used to different places. He's only ever lived in one home. So that led me to really have this segment. And this segment is road tripping with your dog. So my guest, I'm so excited, my guest right now is Leslie Young, and she is, first of all, remarkable. She's the founder and CEO of Animal Science Labs, which is the makers of Canine Comfort Spray. That's something that we will talk about a little later with Leslie. But Leslie has done everything from baking dog biscuits to designing pet toys. When it comes to dogs, there's no limit what she will do to help. Each year she donates to many pet organizations, including Florida Little Dog Rescue, Feeling Fine Canine, New York Bully Crew, No More Pain Rescue. I can go on and on. She's also a board member of the Armed Forces Family Reserve, which helps military families in need. She's the love of all creatures. By the way, Leslie, I've read that you have, 15 turtles and koi and frogs and ducks and geese and deer. I mean, it's like you have a zoo at your home. I know you have a soft spot, for senior dogs and dogs that have a hard time getting adopted. And you created this patent-pending human molecular extraction, which, again, we will get to, which is this method to make a spray using each person's unique scent to help ease a dog's anxiety. And that's really what I wanted to talk about. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And after reading your bio and what you've done for the pet industry, the dog industry, I mean, you've been in this for, I don't know how many years. Is this always what you have been doing, I should ask?
Yes. I've been doing it for 30 years. My first job out of college was literally baking dog biscuits in the back of a pet store. And I just always had a passion for animals and wanted to and have made my whole life about working with animals and making products for pets.
I mean, and I know from the business standpoint, obviously everything you've done for the love of, of animals and dogs, but on the other angle, I mean, you've generated over $1 billion, which I think is $1 billion in retail sales within the last decade in your roles with different industries, Multi-Pet International, and amongst other ones, which, I mean, that alone, I know the pet industry is huge, and so, but to generate that much money, first of all, congratulations. So, you couldn't be doing something right. You're doing something right. But I wanted to jump in before we get to the spray, which I find incredible. Just from your, personal expertise and what you've really been around, I wanted to ask you some questions about really traveling with your dog. And to start, how do you prepare ahead of time for a road trip with a dog? I mean, whether it's, for 2 days or 3 weeks, what do you feel people need to do?
Well, I am a person who drives from New York to Florida about 4 times a year and back, and I have my dogs with me. So I think I have it down to a science. And preparing, it depends on your dog. Like your dog, for example, isn't used to traveling, and if people have the opportunity, I would say just start with little rides. Some dogs know going in the car means going to the vet. So these little rides are more fun, whether it's outside to a park or something that the dog likes, even to a pet store that lets them in to pick a treat. It starts to get them used to going in the vehicle and coming out of the vehicle, and that's kind of the starting point to getting them used to being prepared to go on the road.
So should that be done if people get a puppy? I've never personally gotten a puppy. The dogs I've had were rescues, and one was 3 years old, and our lab was 1 year old. But with a puppy or however old, I mean, is this something you should start immediately, getting them used to being in a car?
Puppies are actually easier, yes, like putting them into a little carrier or crate so they're used to being in a more controlled environment. It's often the rescues that we don't know the background that have more problems adjusting to being in a car because we don't know what their history has been, and they're just sometimes very uncertain with what's going on and get very anxious about being in the car. But with puppies, they're very flexible, and it's just taking them in the car and going places, dog parks, visiting people, visiting friends, things like that.
And have you found, are there any certain breeds that you feel are more anxious than others? Or, I always thought a lab would be fairly easygoing, but again, with Flynn being 13, and he probably only knew originally that the car ride was for the vet. And that was my husband's doing. My dog was an Irish Wolfhound, and he knew that the car just meant any adventure. So he was so excited in a good way. Flynn obviously, attributes getting in the car with getting, going to the vet. Do you think it's too late at age 13? We've been traveling now, I think, for 4 months. The last actually 5 months. And we're trying to figure out, it's getting a little bit better. You could tell he's more excited. But do you think some breeds are most anxious?
There are breeds that we know are anxious in general. We've all seen the shaking Chihuahua. But again, it's kind of like people, because certain breeds, like your lab, people will be like, oh, they're great in cars. They love it. But every dog is different. And so the only thing with the breeds is if you're having a dog with like a shorter nose muzzle area, like a pug or a bulldog, things like that, those are the breeds you have to be careful with traveling, just because of temperature sensitivity and heat and stuff like that. But there's not like a breed that you'd say like, wow, they're really anxious in a car.
Right. Do you feel, safety precautions? You see products, there's a zillion pet products out there, and you see seatbelts for dogs, and you see, we just have one of those canvas covers over our back seat. We don't have a seatbelt. God forbid we got into an accident, it would not be good. But we didn't feel to get a seatbelt for him. What's your take on getting a dog sort of seatbelt or whatnot for dogs being in a car?
Well, there's actually 2 states it's illegal not to have them in the seatbelt, but the rest is really up to you. A lot of states it's illegal to have them in your lap, and I think if you're going to do anything, backseat is the way to go. The way it was described to me is if you're in an accident, the dog is like a bullet flying through the car, and 90% of the time when there's an accident, it's broken bones for the dog. So even if you put that hammock in the back seat where it's stopping them from going forward and keeping them in like a little controlled area, that's way safer than just letting them have free roam of the car, for sure.
Right. I know he likes to, try and keep his head in up front to see what we're doing, and again, he's still getting used to. I keep putting. Well, we'll talk about that because I try to put things in the back for him that's my husband's or mine to make it more comfortable. And also, how long do you think when we're out and about? Sometimes we'll leave him in the car for an hour. We'll always roll down the windows. It's not hot where we are. It's probably 65 degrees, maybe 60. And we'll put those windows down a bit and let him probably be in there for the most about an hour. Is there a specific temperature, hot or cold, that, you really, when it reaches a certain temperature, obviously not to keep the dog in, even with the windows cracked?
Yeah, 70 degrees and up is considered too hot, especially if the windows are shut, because it just gets hotter and hotter. And that's where it gets real dicey with leaving the dog in the car. Your dog. Certain dogs, if you put the window down too far, they can get out of the car or they bite somebody. So it's really knowing your dog, but also know that good Samaritans, if they see your dog in the car and they feel its distress, they can break the window. I think that you're allowed to break the window. And so it's really being careful just with what you're doing. It sounds like you're in an area where you know the climate and you know your dog is fine.
Yeah, and we crack it probably, I'd say, about 3 inches, 3 to 4, probably 4 inches, and it's lovely at night. It's probably, like I said, 65 degrees, 60 degrees, maybe a little bit chillier, 55. But it's always, trying to figure out when it is warmer, we'll probably make our way to Florida too. At what temperature, with the windows, halfway down, can you leave a dog in there if the windows are open? And it's one of those, we're not sure. We'll probably talk to a vet to see. But, and we wouldn't leave them that long in it, but my husband was saying, if they walk outside with you and it's 75 or 80 degrees, what's the difference if they're in the car with the windows open? And I don't know how
it gets hotter. Yeah, it doesn't circulate as much, and it does get hotter. They've actually set thermometers in cars with the windows open, and it can get up to 10 degrees hotter inside the vehicle. So it does happen. That's why I think people are so nervous about that, because of so many horrible things that have happened in the past recently.
Exactly. And this is leading me up to the canine spray. Our dog, with Flynn, we put him in the car in the back seat, and he starts to cry. You could see his back legs started to wobble. It almost looks like one of those cartoons where a dog's legs, and he's a big dog, but he'll cry and cry. And I try to soothe him. I turn around, and we tried some CBD. We tried, we were very slow with that. And it didn't seem to do anything. We tried, we did not give him Benadryl, but we did get something from the vet that was supposed to calm him a bit. Really didn't do anything. Once he's in the car for a while, if we're on a highway, we're going pretty fast, he's absolutely fine. He'll lay down. But if we're going slower, we start to slow down anywhere, he starts to cry. And part of it might be excitement, the other part is the unknown. Either way, I know that he has this anxiety. So how this canine comfort strike, let's just how did you come to create it, and exactly what is it? I would love my listeners to hear, because I think it sounds brilliant.
Thank you. Having grown up in the pet industry, whenever dogs are anxious or stressed, whether it's traveling or going to a vets or behavior, so we say, like, take a T-shirt that you've worn that has your smell all over and put it in their crate, let them sleep with it, and it calms and relaxes them. So knowing that, and then knowing that Emory University did a study just on dogs and smells, and the one smell that lit up the pleasure center in their brain over sausage or anything was that of their owner, and that did it when they were not present. So knowing how much your scent with your dog, how it really can make them happy, calm, relaxed, we came up with a way to, in a non-invasive way, is take your scent and put those scent molecules in a highly concentrated format into a spray or a mist or an oil that you can, like, diffuse in the air. So when you spray your scent, and we put in some therapeutic grade essential oils, when you spray it on a bed, a bandana, a favorite toy, and you let it dry, we have video. The dog will cuddle with it, lay down. People who leave their dog at home and they have cameras on them are like, this is the first time my dog has not been crying. And the thing that really motivated me was I have senior dogs, and we lost one, and the other dog was miserable and crying, and I had to leave, and it broke my heart when I had to go to work. So that's what triggered, I have to do something. And it's so highly concentrated, and their scent receptors are millions of times more strong than ours. So it's like getting a room full of your hugs. It works that well.
And so for my listeners, how does it work? What's the process of getting this done?
Sure. So if you want it, you can go to Amazon or our website, and when you place your order, we send you a kit. It's only 21 in me. And you open it up, and inside are these cotton pads where you put them on areas like your hands, your feet, the back of your neck. We give directions, and under your arm. And you hold them there for 5 minutes or more, and then your molecules are absorbed, the scents are absorbed into the cotton. Send it back to us, and in our lab, we extract the scent molecules and put it into a liquid form. It doesn't smell like you can't smell it, so don't worry, you're not going to get a room full of your armpit smell. And then we take it and mix it with essential oils and put it in a bottle and ship it right back to you. We do it within 3 days. It takes 3 days, and you get it back, and it's ready to go. You don't have to apply it and wait. The only thing I always say is just let it dry, and it starts immediately working.
Huh. And is it better, I know there's something when you just said, is it better if the person who's doing it, now my husband did it. He's the one who got the cotton pads and to try it out. And I was telling him that he should be like sweaty first because it is the smell, or maybe does it matter? Like should the person not use deodorant if they do like under their arm, or is there, if they shouldn't have cologne on, or it could be picked up from any.
Well, we've had like husband and wife call having a little fight, like whose scent should they use? If the dog saying who the dog likes better. We've actually had people mix their scents, but we don't recommend doing it like after a shower. At the end of the day is the best time. You don't have to be sweaty and gross. We had one woman who said she wore it all day in the sun gardening. This one is really powerful, but as long as it's at the end of the day or when you're not freshly cleaned, it'll work if you're freshly cleaned, but the chances of getting more of your molecules is when the oils and stuff have been on the surface of your skin for a while. So that's what, but you don't have to be all disgusting and gross and sweaty.
Right. And we've been waiting to try it. So we got back to spray, and I told him, that I wanted just to wait until we were ready to, put Hawthorne in the back seat. I wanted to really notice, and so we've gotten it a few days, probably like a week ago. We haven't used the spray yet. So I know when it came with a little toy, and we're going to just put it on, in general, we're going to spray it onto his shirt in addition, just to leave it, whistling when he is in the back seat anyway, and then try it when we leave the house. Flynn goes everywhere with us. We really don't. We never not have Flynn with us. But I noticed with his anxiety, even if we go down the hall where we're staying right now, I mean, we're staying in all different Airbnbs, and so Flynn isn't used to, we're changing every month to a different location. And for a senior dog, that's so stressful. So the first thing we decided to start doing is get that spray, just so and put it into, the different rooms, so he recognizes that smell.
That's a really great thing to do. That's perfect, because he's really in an environment with odd smells, and that's very comforting to be able to do that. That's smart.
And I just think it's such a brilliant idea. That's what I said when I read about this. I hadn't heard of it before. And how long has it been on the market? When I say on the market, how long has it been out there?
We launched. Well, we've had thousands of dogs use it, but we actually launched our website in December, and we are so happy with the results. It's been phenomenal, and people really get it. And we've had reorders and people sending it as gifts, so it's been wonderful.
Well, just with the dog industry, being what it is, we obviously, anyone who has a dog, there are babies. I don't have any children, and my dog, my last dog was an Irish Wolfhound who lived to 16, which is basically unheard of for an Irish Wolfhound. Wow. I know, it was unbelievable. And now Flynn, who was my husband's dog, and now mine, there are babies, and we would do anything for them. And when you see them anxious, it's as if your child, is suffering from anxiety. And I get it. I have anxiety. So when I see my baby fur baby, like this, I'm so glad there's a product that is out there now. And I wish it the best success. And keep doing what you're doing. I think it's fantastic, everything that you've done in the industry, the pet industry.
Thank you. And you sound like a fantastic dog mom, so thank you.
Well, thank you very much. And I'll let you know how it goes. I'll send you an email and let you know once you try it, which will probably be this coming weekend. It's going to be the first time. So I'm excited to let you know. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Leslie. And just to let people know, again, it's called Canine Comfort Spray. Check it out. You could buy it, Google it, Canine Comfort Spray, and have your dogs less anxious. So thanks so much.
Shh. Over here. Here's a secret for a virus-free computer. ESET. They've been a pioneer in the antivirus industry for over 25 years. 25 years of innovative, top-rated antivirus protection. ESET's award-winning security solutions provide a safe online experience for over 100 million home and business computer owners. They are so affordable, fast, and simple to use. So be gone, you blue screen of death. ESET's on my computer. If it's not on yours, visit HealthyLife.net's advertiser page and click on ESET now.
With so many wonderful authors appearing as guests on HealthyLife.net, you can easily support their work by browsing the Barnes & Noble link on our advertiser page. Browse for books or even an ebook, DVDs, movies, music, games, gift cards, and more. Find the Barnes & Noble link on the HealthyLife.net advertiser page. One of the best things about the technology available today is being able to listen to HealthyLife.net on the go or while I'm at work. Typically, headphones or earphones are required, and let's face it, sometimes they break or get worn out or lost. To find my latest solution to this, I found the Earphone Solutions website while browsing the HealthyLife.net advertiser page. There are plenty of options from basic inexpensive on-the-go earphones to studio-quality headphones for when I really have time to enjoy everything from rock to Bach. Earphone Solutions on the HealthyLife.net advertiser page.
If you're in Southern California, you might want to consider HealthyLife.net radio for advertising. We have 18 hosts that have shows with loyal listeners just in Southern California. That means you get local advertising and the world for the same affordable price. With packages for every budget, you can't afford not to let that economic sun shine in for your business. Call now, 800-555-5453. That's 800-555-5453.
More exhilarating talk. HealthyLife.net.
Welcome back to Epicurean Exploring, and we were just talking with Leslie Yellen, who is the founder and CEO of Animal Science Labs, and how neat that they created a way to lessen anxiety with dogs. And you know what? I don't know if it is with any animals, but mainly dogs, since it's called canine, some would say. And they take the pheromones of their human and then use it to put it on different products, whether it's toys or shirts or sprayed in the air, so that the animal, the dog, can really feel more at ease having the scent of their owner around them. I just think it's such a great idea, and I can't wait to try it myself. Well, for the last 5 months, I have been traveling on the road with my dog, who's a lab named Flynn. He's 13. It's been really interesting because I changed from place to place and staying at Airbnbs for the next really 8 months to a year. I've been doing this for 5 months already. My husband and I sold our home about 5 months ago, and due to the real estate market being so crazy and really not knowing where we want to live, we decided to go out and about and stay in Airbnbs around the country and check out some locations and see where we might want to live. And we have our 13-year-old lab with us, who isn't used to traveling like that. We did look into all different products to help along the way, and it's been really fun with trying all different things. When I say things, I wanted to review what we found in new products. We haven't bought new products for our dog in a long time. When we were living at home, he ate the same food. We had the same bowls, food bowls and water bowls. We had a few toys for him, but at 13, he pretty much just laid around and just wanted a lot of love. It's what we really gave him. But now, being on the road with him, we have been buying things, and some of the products have been so fantastic, and I just knew that for this segment, I wanted to give a big shout-out to those products that we've just loved trying out and getting and hearing about, so I'll jump right in. The first product that I think is fabulous, and by the way, these products will be at Epicurean Explorer on Instagram. I'll have pictures of them and links to them. So the first one is called Best Friends by Sherry. It's called the Original Calming Donut and Cat Bed. I can't even tell you explain how unbelievably comfortable this bed is. So Best Friends by Sherry is the original creator of the most popular dog bed that has surfaced the internet in recent years. This calming donut bed, it is this innovative cuddler. It's a shag design. It is so mushy and shaggy, and it supports joints. It offers a calming, warming effect. It's this huge cuddler, and because we have a lab, the one that we got is absolutely ginormous. It's carefully crafted. It's with durable vegan nylon. It's filled with these airlocked fibers, so it allows your pet to be instantly just enveloped in this soft luxury comfort. We also got the blanket to match. He just loves it. We can't get him out of it. He lays down. We put it in our SUV and travel from place to place with it, even though it is so big. I have pictures of myself lying in it. When we first got it, I said, I wanted this. I laid down in it, and I couldn't get over how cuddly it is. And the best thing about it, even though it's this furry shag, you could throw it in the wash. I did that about a week ago. It did not change at all. It still was soft and cuddly. The texture, the fabric, it stayed wonderful. So I absolutely adore it. Again, it's called the Best Friends by Sherry. With the blanket to match, you can get it on Amazon, you can get it on Chewy, you can get it at Walmart, but it is a must. It's the Calming Donut Dog Bed. So that's the first product that I fell in love with. The next product that I wanted to just give a shout out to is something called the Fluff Truss. Now, this is really unique. I had never seen something like this before. It's an elevated dog disc design. The front of the dog disc is completely open, so it's only surrounded really like in a U shape, 3 sides to it. And that's to support an animal's natural eating motion. So it helps with posture, digestion, the overall health of your pet. And the design, because it's patented, it's vet approved about this ergonomic shape. Your dog doesn't have to bend their neck all the way over a dog disc to get it. It's at a 90-degree angle. And originally it was made for little pugs and little dogs. But I have it for my lab, and it's large enough. It comes in different sizes. And there's also a binge blocker for speedy eaters that you could put it in there and it'll help slow them down. So really the difference is when other elevated feeders force your pet to hunch over and squish their face in a bowl in order to eat. And this one, you don't. You can just eat right out of the front of it. You don't have to put, they don't have to put their head just over it. So you can get this at flufftrust.com, FLUFF, or at Amazon or at Chewy. And again, I think it's a great invention here. Okay, another product. Again, we're on the road. We do stop and bathing ourselves at a lot of the self-serve dog washes, and we get groomed. We get them groomed about every 6 weeks. But in between grooming, we have tried something called the dry dog shampoo. And it's by a company called Rowan, R-O-W-A-N. And really, it's when the dog, if you're too busy to give your dog a bath, they created this dynamic duo that keeps their coat fresh. And when you can't suds up, you spritz this spray on it, and it comes out as a dry shampoo. It's this burst of coconut-scented conditioning, and it's waterless. It absorbs odor. It absorbs oil. It's just fantastic for that in-between time. It's made with all clean ingredients and beneficial botanicals, no sulfates, no parabens, silicones, no dyes, nothing. It's veterinarian, dermatologist approved, and very affordable. And what's funny is I did have, and I won't say her name, a girlfriend staying with me recently visiting, and she asked if there was any dry shampoo that I've used. And I've never used dry shampoo in my life, and I said no. And when I showed her the dry dog shampoo, she tried it on herself. And you know what? She said it was exactly like her dry shampoo that she uses. She said it was the same. And she actually used it and said it was great. So I was just laughing at that. But it's called RowanForDogs.com. And definitely check it out. I mean, it worked with Flynn. It absolutely, it smelled great, and we could wait an extra week before we bathed him. So a great product to have, especially when you're on the road. Okay, another product. This is really fun. This is called Zoo Snoods, and it's dog sweaters and hoods. So you spell it ZOOSNOODS.com. That's where you order it. These are adorable sweaters and hoods. They're the cutest ever. They're not expensive. They're a must. They're just so adorable, as they say. They donate a portion of every Zoo Snood sale to animal welfare organizations that rescue and protect pets in need. And I will tell you, the sweater fits so well with him. And the little hoods that they have, you have to go online and check them out at Zoo Snood. They're all different ears. They're all different characters. They're adorable. And if you go to Epicurean Exploring, you will see pictures of Flynn wearing one. I'll be right back after the commercial to tell you about more products that we've learned to love for Flynn.
When my grandson takes a long car trip, he listens to audiobooks. A long drive seems faster, and sometimes he doesn't want to get out of the car because the book isn't finished. With over 100,000 books, Audible.com is one of the best places to get audiobooks. You can listen to a bestseller anytime, anywhere. Audible.com, your destination for the widest selection of audiobooks. Join millions of listeners. Just go to the Audible.com on HealthyLife.net's advertiser page and click.
Constant Contact and your small business make a perfect fit for marketing. They give you what you need to succeed. Fast and easy email marketing at your fingertips. Visit the HealthyLife.net advertiser page and click on Constant Contact to start your marketing.
If you like to spend your television viewing time learning about some of the things that you may have missed in history class, or if history was your favorite subject, then you should check out the link to the History Channel on the HealthyLife.net advertiser page. Order DVD sets by series or by subject matter right from our homepage while you still enjoy your favorite HealthyLife.net show.
Vistaprint. I'm sure you've heard the name. Over 17 million small businesses and consumers have used Vistaprint for printed products, ranging from business cards and brochures to invitations and thank you cards. Why? Because Vistaprint has the lowest price guarantee, and you can design your products with templates or upload your design. And they have free products. 3-day rush service and satisfaction is always guaranteed. Try Vistaprint. Just go to the HealthyLife.net advertiser page and click on the Vistaprint logo.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
The bright side of talk. HealthyLife.net.
Welcome back to Epicurean Exploring, and this segment is about road tripping with your fur baby, with your dog. We're all in a position at various times, if you're a dog owner, that we stick our dog in the car and we go somewhere, whether it's to the dog park, whether it's on a road trip, and this segment is about all different ideas and what to do with your dog and products to use when you're on a road trip. And I'm using my personal experience to talk about that. I've been on the road for 5 months now with my dog, Flynn. My husband and I are traveling for about a year around the country, and we've just been trying out all different products, and it's been really fun, and I'm talking about a lot of them that have really stood out for us. So the next product that I wanted to talk about is something called Treatables. And the name is Charlie Bear's the grain-free meaty bites. And, he's in the back seat, Flynn, meaning not my husband. Flynn is in the back seat, and we give him treats all day long, and we take him out, and, we really want to make sure that he is happy because he's not back at our house that we sold, and so his surroundings can get him a little anxious. But these meaty bites are raw, freeze-dried meat treats, and they're comprised of two wholesome ingredients. Get the protein and a fruit or vegetable. Plus, there's a little added probiotic. They're made in the USA by a family-owned company. They're natural treats, and because they're freeze-dried, they're also infused with a superfood to lock in nutrient value and flavor. The next product, which is also Treatables, they're soft chewables for dogs. They're perfect for senior dogs, which Flynn, 13, or dogs of any age who prefer just a softer consistency. They feature, across the board, this organic full spectrum of hemp and CBD oils. They're ideal for helping instill relaxation, enhancing the function of joints, supporting the digestive tract and immune system, promoting the body's normal inflammatory response. They come in all different forms, and the one that we really tend to like is called Happy Joints. It's a mobility pill, and they come with their chewables that you could put other pills in. They feature really exceptional joint support ingredients like glucosamine, omega-3, hemp seed. These chewables can be served and to help ease discomfort and utilized as a moldable pocket pill. So great products. Treatables are wonderful, the wraps and the grain-free meaty bites. Okay, next product. It's called Fierce Love Wondercide. Now, the owner, or the creator of this, I should say, is a woman named Stephanie. She's Austin-based, and Wondercide was created when her beautiful dog, Luna, was getting sick. And she didn't know why, and she was going to the vet and trying to figure out what's happening with her dog, Luna. And she found out that it was from really the pesticides that were in her flea and tick product. So she has been working on and created this amazing product, Wondercide. It's the leader in safe and effective plant-based pest protection for pets, for people, for homes. It's dog flea and tick products, and they smell amazing. There's cedarwood, there's rosemary, there's lemongrass. During the holiday, they had peppermint. It's everything you need to protect your pet, keep them clean, soothe their skin, keep their ears happy. The scents are wonderful. They're all natural. And, you know, I ordered the mini and trial boxes. I wasn't sure, you know, what I would think of them. You can get these minis to test it out, keep with you and your pup while you're on the go. You can try the flea and tick protection. There's skincare essentials. Their motto, for the most part, is when you know better, you do better. That's in their DNA at Wondercide. And, again, I just think it's a fabulous product, and I really give credit to the owner, Stephanie, for changing her life to go after creating these products that will be healthy for people and for pets and be completely organic. So check it out by Fierce Love Wondercide. The next product that is a standout to me, this is a really fun company. It's called Beck & Company, B-E-K-A-N-C-O. So Beck & Company, Beck & Company was inspired by two French bulldogs. So one was named Beck and one was named Coco. And their fun personalities and lovable charisma was something that the owners wanted to showcase and share. And they come from a family of jewelers and a passion for style. And so they created these incredible designs that complement the luxurious and comfortable lifestyle of their little two Frenchies. The packaging, I ordered a box, and I was blown away. It is absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. I couldn't even get over it. I mean, you felt like you got it at Harrods or something, you know, Bloomingdale's or Barney's. When I opened up the package, it had gorgeous leashes with matching waist bag holders. I mean, there were harnesses, there were chains, necklaces, bibs, bows. They are so chic, so sophisticated. They looked just regal. The waist bag holder, it was neoprene, and it's lightweight and discreet, but, you know, it's a necessity when you're out and about. You need to have a waist bag holder. But they were so classy, and they were perfect just to dispense a roll of waist bags, which is included, and for carrying extra little treats or maybe a tea while you're on a walk. It can easily clip on to the Beck & Company comfort leash, so you could always have it with you. But it is such a perfect accessory to complete with these matching harnesses and leashes. And like I said, you have to go on the website and look at these products. They are just absolutely gorgeous. So Beck & Company is the name. I urge you to go and check it out. Another product, Pupper Nuts. So P-U-P-P-E-R-N-U-T-S. So Pupper Nuts, basically, it is a really heavy-duty leash. I know I was just talking about Beck & Company's products, and they're beautiful leashes, but this type of leash, this is for any dog that's a puller, a chewer, an escape artist. Really, they've met their match with this product. This heavy-duty leash, it will keep your pup under control and in style. It's constructed with premium rock climbing rope. I mean, this stuff is hard, and professional-grade screw-locking carabiners. It's called the Big Dog leash. It can handle over 1,900 pounds of force. Yes, 1,900. It's inspired by the Craig and perfect for any adventure. this new rope leaf features premium grade aluminum and ultra. It's the ultimate basically in strength and durability. So it's called Pupper Nuts, and you have to check it out if you have a huge dog that just pulls and chews and, you know, you need something really, really strong. This Big Dog DAWG leaf is what you need to get. We're going to come back in a moment after the next commercial break and talk about some other products that, again, are worth mentioning that I found was fabulous in the last month. And we'll be right back after a commercial break.
Okay, so you have a couple of days off, and you're planning to get away from stress. You may be planning to go across the world or even taking a staycation around town. Well, Hotels.com can get you a room at over 158,000 hotels, 60 countries for 50% off. That's reducing stress already. Plus, collect 10 nights, and you'll get 1 night free. And there's no cancellation charges, no change fees. For the best deals, even last-minute deals, visit HealthyLife.net's advertiser page and click on Hotels.com.
Want lab tests but don't have a doctor? With Personal Lab, 75% of lab tests can be ordered online without a doctor. Save time and money. You pay for tests so insurance companies are not involved. That means national insurance and medical databases will not have access to your medical records, except for STD and HIV, which must be reported. There are 1,700 nationwide lab locations and over 300 kinds of tests. Check it out now. Visit HealthyLife.net's advertiser page and click the Personal Labs banner.
Okay, you're stressed. You need a little R&R. Wouldn't going to a spa help? There's all kinds of spas, too. Destination spas, medical spas, day spas, even dental and mobile spas. Where do you find the right spa at the right price? Oh, no, more stress? Well, not anymore. Visit spafinders.com. At spafinders.com, you'll find everything you need to know about spas from around the world. So de-stress. Click on spafinders.com right on our homepage. Ah, I'm feeling relaxed already.
I'm William Shatner, and this is Jimmy. Animals like Jimmy are often left behind by people fleeing hurricanes, fires, floods, and earthquakes. These abandoned animals cannot survive on their own. If you must evacuate your home, please never leave an animal behind. If you absolutely cannot take your animal with you, never leave them helplessly chained or caged. Many animals die because they cannot escape fires or rising waters. Animals need your help. Thank you.
Call PETA today, 757-622-PETA.
Welcome back to Epicurean Exploring, and we have been talking about pet products on the road and different products that you should try for your little fur baby. Let's move it right along. Okay, something from Outward Hound. A very well-known vet named Gary Richter came up with a few products. Ultimate Pet Nutrition, Canine Comfort. This is Canine Comfort is a premium blend of herbal extracts and compounds to promote calm and relaxation in nervous or fearful dogs. I guarantee if you use this along with the canine spray, you should be set to go. Each chewable tablet can help your dog manage stress, increase focus, promote feelings of calm. They also have NutriBite, Ultimate Pet Nutrition NutriBite. And these are mouth-watering treats. I don't know they're mouth-watering, but they're telling me they're mouth-watering. And for instance, to like it, that they're made from nutritious ingredients that are low in calories, rich in protein. They're freeze-dried raw to preserve all the natural vitamins and minerals. And they come in all different flavors, bison and chicken liver and chicken heart. So check out Ultimate Pet Nutrition NutriBite. Next product is called Portable. This is a collapsible portable from Outward Hound, and it was designed just for easy hydration and snacks on the go. They're brightly colored bowls. They hold about 48 ounces, and they fold flat to easily tuck into a backpack or a pocket. and they provide an accessible and convenient option while traveling or exploring the outdoors. So they're lightweight, easy to carry, really could go anywhere. So check out Portable for quick food and water breaks. Next, the Granby Express Dog Life Jacket. Now, this is a necessity. Outward Hound Granby Dog Life Jacket is a high-performance dog flotation device for boating, water sports, the beach, the pool, any water adventure. You really need to be careful with your dog. Even if they swim, you need to. What if there's an accident? What if they get hit on the head? Whatever the case may be, these Granby Express Dog Life Jackets are great. They're designed with novice swimmers in mind. The neoprene side panels of the dog's life vest will keep your dog safe by providing them with comfortable buoyancy and thermal insulation for chilly days on the water. There's a front neck float that adds extra support to help them keep their head above water. They're obviously all different sizes, different straps from extra small to extra large, and they come with dual rescue handles. So that's a must. Another product, the Day Pack Dog Saddleback Backpack. So I love this for Flynn. The Day Pack is a saddlebag style dog backpack that allows your pet to comfortably carry his own gear while he's on the go. So it flips over his back, it's light, it's Packy Pack constructed with breathable mesh and adjustable straps. They come in bright colors, reflective piping, making it easy to spot if your dog roams too far. We put little things in the side. We put little treats. We put his water. We put an additional leash. They're just great. So the Day Pack Dog Saddleback Backpack. Another product from Grounds and Hounds Coffee.com. That's who you have to go to. They donate 20% of their sales to animal rescues across the country. They come with a portable dog water bottle. They offer camp-out bandanas, a travel treat pouch, collapsible travel bowls, pet-sized fleece blankets, and matching adult fleece. They're just a great company to check out. Ground and Hounds Coffee. So check that out. Another product, Bark Social. They make sweet potato treats. These treats will calm your dog, make him or her super happy and distracted in the car. These treats are made with one ingredient, and that is it, just sweet potatoes. So they're fabulous. Another Bark Social is the Auto Dog Mug Leak Tight Mug, and this is the original and best travel mug for dogs. It comes in 6 colors. It's just a great one-handed hydration system for dogs. You just squeeze it on one side and the water fills to the other side, and you release it, and the remaining water then returns to the bottle. So I just think that's a fabulous product to have. We keep it in the car. Super, super easy. Bark Social's Auto Dog Mug. Okay, so those are the products that I found. But one more thing that I just wanted to touch upon is we're staying, as I said, at all these different Airbnbs and some hotels. And, you know, it could be tough when you're traveling with your dog where to stay. And nowadays, so many hotels allow for your dog to be with you. And Airbnbs, it's the same. We did find that the Airbnbs that said no dogs, what we were able to do is tell them, hey, if you have a dog, he does not go on furniture, he doesn't bark, he doesn't chew anything, 13 years old, he just lays there. What if we give you an extra security or we give you extra money for cleaning, whatever the case may be? We're so confident in how easygoing and easy our dog is. And the ones that we offer that to have said yes. So that's the first thing is if it says no dog somewhere, just be honest and tell them that you're willing to give them extra security. And if there's a problem when you leave, they can keep it. We knew for a fact, you know, Flynn does nothing. He just lays there on his bed. So it's worked out great. But from data from PureWow, listed the top vacation spots in every U.S. state for the best travel destinations for you to go with your dog. Some of the findings, for instance, Cannon Beach, Oregon, took the top spot with, they had 5,900 pet-friendly Airbnbs listed. So that's the number one place to go for pet-friendly Airbnbs, Cannon Beach, Oregon. The top 5 cities for Airbnbs with dogs include the Ozarks, Tennessee, Telluride, Colorado, Tybee Island, Georgia. Cape Cod, it's saying, reigns with 287 pet-friendly Airbnbs listing, and Miami Beach and Asheville. North Carolina have 285 pet-friendly Airbnbs in their listing. This is also saying the top 5 most expensive Airbnb cities for pet-friendly Airbnbs is Montauk, New York, which is the Hamptons, Shelter Island, which is the Hamptons, Key West, Florida, which is very surprising to me, and Lake Tahoe, California. So those are the most expensive cities for a pet-friendly Airbnb. But I'm telling you, they're out there. There are many, many people who own and renting out Airbnbs are so accepting of dogs. Everyone is traveling these days with their fur babies. And they're out there. You just have to look a little harder. You don't have to spend more money. I mean, you might have to leave that extra security deposit. But you know what? It's worth it. Because if you're confident your dog is trained well and won't ruin anything, then it doesn't matter. You'll get your security back. And if your dog is not trained well, then you know what? They would know that in advance if you tell them and what you can come up with. Hopefully you do train them well that they could get on the road with you. But the same with hotels. So many of them are allowing you to stay, allowing the dogs to stay with you at either a little bit of an extra charge, no charge, whatever the case may be. If you don't have to leave them behind, then they'll, if you do, get a great dog sitting service, get a friend. But you know what? They are the most important people to almost all of us, and we have our pets. So give them the attention that you would want given to you. Travel safely with them, get the right products, and most of all, enjoy your time while you have it because it is limited, and nothing will take place or take the place of your dog being with you on these great adventures. So until next time, have a wonderful month. Thanks so much.
Sure want them, but they don't want me, so I don't need them anymore.